time of testing. This morning I'd like to talk to you about the test of love. The test of love. Charles Dickens said that these are the worst of times and the best of times, seasons of light and season of darkness. It's a season of despair and yet a season of hope, a season of having everything and a season of having nothing, a season of wisdom and a season of foolishness. So these are trying times for all of us, for you and I. I'm not exempted. We are all facing the same challenge, where who we say we are and our love for God is being tested. Your love for God and who you claim to be is known by the stand you take for what you love in times of conflict, in times of crisis, in times of adversity. It is the stand you take for what is right and for God and others and country that defines who you truly are. It is easy to love God, to love others and love country when everything is okay. But it's in trying and difficult times, when one is under pressure and when you are confronted by uncertainty, where you are threatened, intimidated, and when you are troubled on every side, where you are wrongly accused, misrepresented, where you are scandalized, stigmatized, the stand you take in times like this is what reveals and defines who you truly are. So let's begin our journey, the test of love. We want to begin our journey with Matthew, right from the Synopsis Gospels, 24 and 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Has your love for God, for others and country waxed cold? Is your love for God intact? Where is your love for God? Because there will be breakdown of order, conscience, morality, value. Because truth will be turned into lies, and justice will be turned into injustice, and because light will be turned into darkness, and they will call darkness light. That is the time we live in, all across the nations of the world. And he said, because of the fact that the ancient standards or line mark will be removed, and men will not have regards for what is right and true anymore, the love of many shall wax cold. Deuteronomy 6 and 5. Deuteronomy 6 and 5.
And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might.
Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your might. Are we loving him with all our heart, with all of our soul and our might? It's a question we must ask ourselves. That are we loving him as he requires and expects of us to love him? He said, I want it all or nothing. I don't want you to love me half and half. It's either you love me with everything or nothing. Because I'm God all by myself. And I need you to love me with everything. Mark 12:30. This was Jesus quoting Deuteronomy 6:5.
And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind, and with all thy strength. This is the first commandment.
It's the first commandment that God said, I require of you to love me. It is my requirement. I demand it. That you love me with everything that you are and have. I need you to love me wholeheartedly with your heart, your mind, with your soul, with everything that you are, your strength. I want to profit and benefit of your strength, of your mind, and of everything that you are, your intellect and everything, than anyone else, than anything else, because I made you. I am your creator. Everything you are and will ever be is a result of me. And I need you to give me your best. I deserve it. And I want it. 1 John 3:18. My little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. So he says, if you love me, don't just say it, prove it. And I think that is where the test of love comes. That's the bottom line. That it is our ability to prove in trying and difficult and uncertain times like we find ourselves in, that defines who we are. And whether we will rise up, ladies and gentlemen, on the wrong side of history or on the right side of history has everything to do